doors kind of need some kind of a spicing up.
Excited and happy about that. He did exactly what I wanted.
Welcome back to my channel, friends. Today I'm going to be doing a little DIY. I am taking inspiration from Proverbs 31 girl. I saw this on her Instagram. It's actually been a couple of years ago, and I feel like my TV console, it's actually not even a TV console. The TV doesn't sit on it, but it sits underneath it because our TV hangs on the wall. I feel like the doors kind of need some kind of a spicing up. That's the only way I know how to put it. Like, it just looks kind of blah to me. When we bought it, they had glass doors, and I knew that would absolutely not work because everything would have to stay organized, and I needed that for storage, like to put movies in, and movies covers are not pretty to look at, and I need pretty. So my husband cut out like this little I don't even know what it's called. I think it was beadboard, and we just painted it and put that in there. But I'm like, I feel like it needs some kind of a warmth, like a wood stain something or other, to kind of, I don't know, just kind of revamp it, I guess. So I saw her do some wooden dowels, and I kind of think that they were barbecue skewers. So I went to Lowe's first to look at the dowels, and they're $1.98 each. And by the time I buy the amount that I need, it would have been over $60. So I thought, there's got to be another way. $60 isn't bad, but on top of the console itself, yeah, probably not. So I want something that's cheap and still beautiful. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and their barbecue skewers are $1.25 for 100 of them. So I whipped out my Walmart app, and I thought, I wonder if Walmart is cheaper. And they are. You guys, the Dollar Tree is not always cheaper, especially since they've raised their price to the $1.25 tree. So they're 97 cents at Walmart. So I'm in the parking lot at Walmart. I'm fixing to go in and buy them, and I'll take you guys along with me. I've never done anything like this before. I want to like do it myself, like cut them and stain them and everything. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cut them. I've never used like tools to do that yet. But maybe I'll have my husband do that, and I'll do all the rest, like gluing it on and staining it. I feel like it's gonna be easy. So hopefully it's gonna go as good as I'm thinking that it is. And I don't even have a photo. I'll try to find a photo to share with you guys of my inspiration, and I'll pop that up right here. And hopefully mine will look just as good. So, all right, come on, let's go to Walmart. I just picked up the skewers from Walmart, and the total for them was $8.40. The Dollar Tree was $10.36. I know it's not a huge price difference, but like I said, the Dollar Tree is not always cheaper, especially since they raised their prices. So this is going to be my $8.40 DIY. Here goes nothing.
This is the console that I was talking about, and these doors were glass, and my husband cut this to fit and put this in, and it's worked so far, but I feel like some wood would really warm it up, and so that's why I went and bought these, and I'm going to give that a try. I also have, this had a fireplace insert in it, and I really knew when I bought it I probably shouldn't have, because I need the storage. So I have to have him build me a shelf, and I'll probably get some cute baskets to store some stuff in there. And everything is just, you can see all the dust. It's just dirty right now because our TV broke. We got a new TV, and my dad is making me a frame to go around it so that I can put art on it, and it looks like a picture instead of an ugly black hole in the wall. And so I have to clean and organize all of this, and I thought, since we're in the middle of doing that, why not add some warmth to these doors, and then the baskets will just kind of I don't know, tie it all together because the frame is going to be stained the same color as the dowels that will go in these doors. I also picked up a floor lamp for right there because that the TV, when you pull it out, hits that lamp, and I got that lamp for free from Facebook Marketplace. A lady gave it to me and all I did was just buy the shade. So I'll relocate that lamp, and the floor lamp is just gonna work much better than what we have going on. So we're just kind of doing a little revamp of this area to make it more functional. I bought these little skewers. I gotta go cut them down right now. I originally wanted them to go long ways. Kind of feel like if I cut these and then piece them together that it's really gonna show. So we're just gonna go with this way, and I think it's going to look just as good. It's just not vertical, it'll be horizontal. So here I am laying these out flat and going through and picking out. Some of them were broken or splintered or not actually round. They were just kind of flat on one edge and then round on the other, or really, really crooked. So I'm just going through and picking out the ones that are just not going to work good. And then I'm going to use a flat edge, if I can, and try to get these all straight. So I couldn't find anything with a flat edge because my table had a dip in it. It's been well loved over the years, and so the table is not flat. So I just tried to use another barbecue skewer to make that as straight as possible, and then use the blue tape. I like the blue tape because it's easy to peel off, and so that's why I use that. And then I just flattened them as I went and made them as straight as I could. Hey guys, nothing is clean, but my dad just brought over the finished product, and oh my word, I could not be more happy. Okay, so the backstory on the TV is ours broke, but we went to go get another one, and the TV that I wanted was called the frame TV, and well, they wanted like $1,500 for this TV because it had like a matte finish. It felt like art, and you could buy for more money. It's like $150 more. You pick your frame. So it was more than $1,500, and then, but it came with art that you could set on there, you know. And so I told my husband, I was like, all right, let's go for the cheaper TV and just build a frame. So my dad jumped all over that. He's an amazing woodworker, and you guys, look at it. I am so happy with the finished product. Of course, I'll show you with a picture on it right now. It's mirroring the mess behind me and outside, but it's gonna look so good. So excited and happy about that. He did exactly what I wanted. I love the stained color, and he just made this wonderful frame. And these little things, you just twist them and take this off so that you can clean everything. So yeah, he just saved us several $100s. So my dad ended up cutting the skewers for me, and I'm really glad that I did not attempt my first use of power tools with these skewers because they're so thin and you have to be extra careful with them. As you can tell, it has gotten dark. This turned into a 2-day project, but it went really simple, like much too easy almost, and most DIYs that I do don't turn out that way. Usually there's a problem, but this one wasn't like that. It really was super easy. I failed to get a video of me putting the glue on to the back of the skewers. I did that with the tape still on it, so I applied the glue in between the tape in all the spots. And then when I took the tape off, it was still glued together. I did not stain the back of the skewers because they weren't going to show. I originally thought I might need to, but it turns out that I didn't. So I did the sides and the front. Now I'm going to say you may be able to do this without gluing them together. I just felt like it was easier to put it on the cabinet face with them glued together in bigger sections than just one tiny little skewer at a time. Also, the DIY that I was trying to copy was a tray that Proverbs 31 girl had done on her Instagram, and I scoured her Instagram and her blog trying to find it, and I could not find it. I even messaged her, but I haven't heard back yet. But she is a large account, so I'm sure she's just missed it. But it's not a big deal. But I want to say that she used dowels and not barbecue skewers like I'm using. But I mean, don't underestimate wood, no matter what it is. I mean, the dowels were $1.98 each just because they're called a dowel, and the barbecue skewer was the same size as some of the dowels that they were trying to sell. So saved money, and it gave me the exact same product. So then I was getting a little bit nervous taking the tape off so I could lay it on the door to make sure it fit. And it was a little snug in there, and I had to push a few down. And you could see when I picked that up, even though it's glued together, it will still separate in some places. But don't freak out, it'll still go on. Also, we have had this wood glue for I don't even know how long, and I probably should have bought a new bottle. But I was just using what I had on hand. I didn't want to have to stop and go to the store, and it worked. So they're still stuck on there today. But maybe you might want to buy a brand new bottle of wood glue and not do like I did. I was so worried that this is where it was all going to go wrong. But it actually didn't. The glue dries kind of the same color as the wood, and then you could just pick off the excess. I was trying to wipe it here. It really wasn't wanting to come off, but it was a really hot day, and I probably should have done this in a shaded area or in the house because it was trying to dry so fast because it was so hot in the sun, or at least have done it in the shade. The reveal is always a little bit nerve-wracking, like, oh my goodness, what is it going to look like? Is it still going to have glue smeared all over it and I'm going to have to start over? But, you guys, it's amazing, perfect, and like I said, I just picked off the excess glue that was showing. Not a big deal at all. I didn't even have to do that, I just did it and because I wanted to, I guess. Also, if you look closely, you can see where my tape was when I first applied the stain, but I went ahead and applied more stain after I hung the doors, and it completely hid those tape lines, so don't stress out about that. Since I have this all taken apart, I thought I would show you where I keep all the stuff hidden. So we have this on a swivel, and I just bought these floating shelves, and I put the DVD player on here, and like that one holds the Wii. Let me come on this side. The Nintendo Switch or whatever game console. And it's a good way to keep it hidden and hide all the cords and all the things. My dad made this frame to fit around the TV, and I will show how I hang it. It's simple. He put these little things on there that you slide to hold them on, which I will show you when I put it on. This one down so it'll go ahead and hook on. Just put that over like so, and he did that so that I can take off and clean it if I need to. So you can see the hook. I'll just slide it over. I'm gonna go do it on the other side as well. And now it won't come off. want to watch a DVD or play the game console, we just pull them down and set them right here on this. But for right now, they're hidden. And most TVs, you know, would just go flat against the wall, but I don't want to see all the cords, so it's hidden behind there. So here we have the finished product, and oh my word, I'm so happy with it. It is the perfect warm tone that this console needed, and the frame just gives it that little extra step up from just a black hole TV on the wall. And I know in a perfect world, like, you would run your cords down the wall and the TV would be flat, but like I said, we live in a smaller house, and honestly, I don't want to see the DVD player or the console staring at me so that I could just put the remote at it and click it on at any time. I don't mind having to walk over there and put it down and then start it that way, because I don't want to see it all the time. So I'm more about what it looks like when we're not using it than what it looks like for easy access when we do use it, because we're not using it more than we are. So I just like the pretty part. And at the end of this video, I was able to get the shelf put in. My husband cut the shelf and painted it for me, and I put it in, and it may not stay the way that I have it styled, but at least I can look at it for a little bit and see what works, and I may have to change things around eventually. But you guys, I'm so happy with this DIY. It went so smooth, which is rare for something that I tried to do, but never underestimate barbecue skewers. Or if you just have a little, you know, something in your mind where you think, I wonder if that might work. I mean, just try it. You never know until you try it. I am so pleased with this.